Hey everybody, this is Rachelle with Grief Recovery with Rachelle. I wanted to come to mainly my Meadows family and put a video up for them that hopefully will help them, give them some tools. If you are a part of the Meadows family, you know what I'm talking about, and if you're not, it's okay, skip this one. My heart is heavy, and it's a pretty sad time for the Meadows family. So I wanted to make sure that the parents, they know what to do. They know a few things. It's very sad. I should have bought tissues. It's very sad and so scary when something happens, some kind of tragedy happens or some kind of sad thing, and we don't know what to do as the adults raising children or the adults teaching children, the adults leading children in some way. It's sad and it's scary, and we think, well, we're going to call for help. We got to call somebody. Somebody's got to help us. And that's true, and there's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, I want to empower you, the adults who are raising the kids, the adults who have to look at their kids and know that they're hurting. So, the first thing I would like to tell you guys is you have to go first. You have to share your heart out loud with your kids. You wake up and you feel sad and it's the first thing that pops on your mind. It's okay to share that with your kids. Gosh, I just woke up feeling so sad today. Or in the middle of the day after school, I am feeling so brokenhearted. I'm devastated. Or whatever it is, I'm feeling sick in my stomach. I'm so sad. I feel sick in my stomach. And that's okay to say. It's a beautiful thing to say, actually. You know, just like we teach our kids how to write their name, we teach them how to hold spoons and cups and walk. We teach them all of these things. We have to actually teach them what emotions look like. We have to teach them that it's okay to say them out loud, and we have to teach them what the words are. I mean, they don't even know what the words are. We have to give them this vocabulary. We do that by going first. Not only are we teaching them, but we are providing a safe place for them. If mom has that kind of emotion, or if dad has that kind of emotion, oh, I'm allowed to do that too. It's okay. I think at certain ages, it can be scary to have emotion in front of others. I don't know when that clicks in, but we do it. We do it as adults, and then the kids, they do it too. And I want you to hear that it's okay. You, mom, dad, grandma, aunt, uncle, whoever is raising, foster parent, it's okay to have emotion in front of children. We don't need to be strong. It is a myth. It is unhelpful. Your kid is learning from what you say and what you do, but they're also learning from what you do not say, and they're learning from what you do not do. So if you're just strong all the time and you're not showing them emotion, they aren't going to learn it. They're going to be strong. You're not going to know what's going on in their heart. And another thing, when we say, how are you feeling? You will almost always get fine. What's going on? Nothing. They don't know how to answer that. We have to ask more guided questions. I have two different ages, and so I have obviously an older one who's a teen and a younger one, so I talk to them differently. But I may say, gosh, I just woke up feeling so sad today. Does it keep you, was it on your mind when you woke up? And if she says yes, what does that feel like? Do you feel it in your stomach? Where do you feel it? So I'm asking, where do you feel it versus, did you feel it? Because she'll say yes or no. I don't want the yes or no's. I feel sad. What does that feel like? What does that look like? Where do you feel it? I ask questions like that. So number one thing is you're going to go first. You're going to tell the truth about yourself. Those are so very, very, very important. Another thing to recognize is that not every kid is going to have an emotion that you think they should have. Every single human alive is going to have a different feeling, a different way of coping, and none of them are wrong. But we want to recognize that grief is not a brain game. It's not what's wrong with you or what's going on. It's emotional. It's what's in your heart. The other thing would be listening with your heart, not trying to analyze what they're, well, okay, so that means this or that means that, or you must have had something. It doesn't matter. They're feeling what they're feeling. Listening with my heart means, Mommy, I'm feeling sad today. Oh, baby, I'm sorry you're feeling sad. I'm sad too, actually. I would share my truth at that moment, but then would you like a hug? Let's sit together for a minute. It's okay to be sad. Let's be sad together. Maybe I'm not sad, but I just sit with my kid. So things I want you to remember: to be patient. It's going to be a minute. It's more common for kids to kind of go numb before they, when they receive painful, scary information. It's common for them to go numb. They may not have a reaction for a couple of days. That numbness is going to look like not really focused, not really following what they should be doing. My little one today was kind of clingy to me this morning, just wanting to talk a little bit more, kind of like this nervous energy. I just want to be about you. Let's just keep talking. And not really focus. We get ready for school every day, but today we weren't able to do it very well. And I have to be aware of that. I have to know what this is coming from. Otherwise, I'm harping and I'm getting frustrated or short-tempered or whatever it could be. So be aware of that, parents, that the kids are going to lose energy. They're going to lose focus. Maybe, they're not sleeping as well, or they're needing to sleep with you, or maybe they're not eating the same, or maybe they're eating more. Changes from what's normal tell me that they're grieving. Tell me that they have feelings going on because of this situation. So I want you to be aware of that too. Fabulous book here, When Children Grieve. This is what I teach from, and it's phenomenal. But it's a whole program, a 6-week program to teach you parents step by step. There's more than what we're sharing here. So you're welcome to pick up a book. I have them here if you'd want one. I can get you a book, or we can take a class if that's what you want to do. But at this stage, the time is just to listen. The time is to share your heart and listen to their heart, not listen to their brain. Their brain isn't broken, guys. We don't need, fancy things to help our kids. We need a caring heart. And you as an adult raising your child, you possess that. You have it. So what you're going to do, step 1, go first. Step 2, share your emotional truth. Step 3, listen when they share theirs with you. Don't judge, don't minimize, none of that. Well, at least we're still alive, or, oh, we still have this friend, or, oh, we don't want to do that. So not helpful. Do not do anything in the way of comparing or minimizing with the intent of minimizing emotion. We do not want to compare to minimize emotion. It doesn't matter what else is going on in the world. We may have emotion, and that's okay. We don't need to minimize it, and we don't want to compare. We also don't want to say things that we don't know to be true. Well, everything's going to be okay, or, well, when we go on a road trip, that's not going to happen to us. The thing is, we don't know, and they kind of know that. I mean, nobody plans these types of things. So it would be a really good idea to refrain from any of those overly positive things that aren't 100% true. We don't have control over our future, and the kids kind of know that. They have this sense about it, so it breaks trust. If they feel like, I don't know, my mom's saying that, but I'm going to believe because they're the authority figure. It's kind of a break in trust. So we want to be safe to not do that. Go first. Tell your emotional truth. Listen when your kid decides to open up about their emotional truth. It's not going to come at the same time as yours. So be patient. It will come when they're ready. Be ready to listen, and don't fix. Don't minimize. Don't make promises that you can't keep. And don't be strong in front of your kids. Be human in front of your kids. Humans have emotions. We are not robots. We're not hunks of metal. And how strong can we be? We don't need strength. We need emotion. We need hearts. We need to connect on a heart level. Don't tell me everything you know. Tell me what you're feeling, because that's different. Remember this as you're navigating this whole horrific situation with your kids. Remember it as you're navigating the situation with other adults. We don't need to minimize each other's feelings. We can all be feeling for different reasons. Whether you knew the family or not, you can still be having emotion. It's just sad. And it's a human reaction to feel sad. It's not wrong. Please hear me when I say that. If you have questions, you need help, you need ideas, this situation happened, and do you have any ideas how I can navigate it? Please don't be afraid to call me, to reach out. If you think, I was thinking of maybe having a community support, just a time to share memories and to share tears. Huge. We don't want to just get together and just be in the same room. Sometimes we do that, just sit still while we cry together. But we want to be sure that we're connecting emotionally. We don't want to compare each other's situation in hopes of minimizing feelings, whether it's with ill intent or with the kindest heart possible. Just don't do it. It's not helpful. We all are going to have our own set of emotions for our own reasons, because we all have unique relationships to this situation, and they're all correct. So I hope you hear me. I love you all so much. I'm looking forward to the tissue sales going through the roof, because we're going to need them, because we're going to be emotionally available for our kids. I love you all, and I hope this video helps you, gives you a few steps that you can start using in your home right now. All right, bye-bye.